Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp had 4 brothers. His younger brother Morgan and older brother Virgil were now to play more active roles in his life. Later in Tombstone, they fought side by side against hoodlums who called themselves cowboys. But to Virgil Earp, Wyatt was just his younger brother who had to be protected from bad men and bad women.
And Larry's family doesn't approve of me. They wouldn't approve of any divorcee. A grass widow just naturally has to be immoral.
That's old-fashioned. Divorce wasn't your fault. Your husband was a drunkard and he deserted you.
All that happened back in Illinois 50 years ago, it seems like.
You've told all this to Larry Herrick, haven't you?
Of course. And I think he believes me, but his family doesn't. I can just hear his mother talk. She's just Susan Dodd from little old Monmouth, Illinois, and nobody from nowhere.
Well, they better not let me hear them say that. Us Earps are from Monmouth, too, you know. Look, if Larry's family's going to give you a lot of trouble, why don't you just tell Larry to find himself another gal?
I'm afraid I'm in love with him.
Real bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think this is the time to show it.
What do you mean?
Well, you're going to have to help him make up his mind about you. I want to make him a little jealous.
Jealous?
Sure. You go out with me one evening, you go out with Mr. Masterson the next.
You're very sweet, Wyatt, but I can't play the flirt.
Oh, yes, you can.
You found me out.
Oh! Hey, ain't you the one put our girlfriends off last trip and made them walk a mile into town?
He sure is. Climb down.
And what's this left? That's Earp.
Looks like her. Wearing a mustache.
Let's go find out.
Howdy, Marshal.
Howdy. You better check those guns.
Oh,
yeah. Check guns. Right away. Yes, sir, Marshal. Come on, sir. Thank you, Marshal.
My little brother seems to have things here well in hand.
He sure has, Mr. Earp. And I wouldn't say he's your little brother. He's as big as you are.
Well, I'll have to be careful then. Little brother might just shoot my ears off.
Yeah, he might.
Virgil! Hello, Virgil.
Back, Masterson?
Yeah, I grew up. Well, White's got your room across from his over at the Dodge House.
Good.
He'd have come to meet you himself, but there's a shooting at the Long Branch.
Hey, Pat, I'm glad you're here. I want to ask your advice about something. It's a family matter.
Oh?
I understand Susan Pritchett's in town.
Oh, it's Susan Dodd now. She took back her maiden name.
Oh?
Hey, an old married man like you interested in Miss Susan?
Why, no, Pat, it's nothing like that.
No, drunks. They might hit a horse.
Can Wyatt make those barkeeps ration their whiskey?
Well, he tries.
Wyatt ain't drinking.
Oh, about 2 quarts a day.
2 quarts?
Milk.
I guess I asked for that.
Well, here it is, the mayor's office.
Well, this is where she works, according to Larry.
Yes, gentlemen?
Are you Miss Susan Dodd?
That's right.
I'm Larry's cousin, Mel, and this is his uncle, Webb Herrick.
How do you do?
How do you do? Is Larry in town?
No, ma'am. He's riding to the railhead.
Be in town tomorrow sometime.
Well, that's a relief. You both look so solemn, I thought, won't you sit down?
No, thank you. Larry just asked us to drop by and pay our respects, ma'am.
And to tell you that he's in good health.
Yes. In good health.
You know what I think? I think Larry's folks asked you to look me over. Well, I'm 5 feet 3 inches tall, I weigh 112 pounds, I have brown hair and blue eyes, and I'm a divorcee.
And right plain spoken.
And if I need a character witness, I suggest you ask Marshal Earp. We came from the same town in Illinois.
Whoa now, Miss Susan. Larry's already told the family he wants to marry you.
Yes. We didn't apply for the duty.
Family orders, ma'am.
All right, you've looked me over, now what?
Well, we'll report back to Larry's folks.
Don't bother, I've changed my mind.
Huh?
I'm going to tell Larry it's all off.
I never butted into Wyatt's affairs before, but Susan did write people in Mama. She was setting her cap for him. They wrote our folks in San Bernardino, and, well, Mama told me off to look into this.
Oh, you got it all wrong. She's engaged.
Oh?
Yeah, a fellow by the name of Larry Herrick. Fine Texas family. Listen, I wouldn't say anything to Wyatt if I were you. Make him sore.
Say anything? I've been worrying about what to say and how to say it all the way from California. Mr. Masterson, I will buy you a drink.
Wait. You wear this.
That's against the law, isn't it?
You're an Earp. In Dodge City, you need a gun. Life insurance.
Wyatt! Yoo-hoo!
Howdy, Miss Susan.
Are you awfully busy?
Nope, I was just on my way over to the Dodge house to see if my big brother Virgil got in yet.
Virgil's visiting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I've always liked Virgil and that sweet girl he married. Wyatt, I told Larry's cousin and his uncle I'm not going to marry him.
You did?
The two of them came to look me over.
Well, some people are stupid about family pride.
You think I did right?
Miss Susan, if Larry is any kind of a man at all, he won't pay any attention to the Herrick's family prattle.
I still say, why couldn't we have fallen in love?
Well, I love you.
Ah.
Yes, I do. Love you like a big brother.
The Herricks?
Larry's kinfolk. Watch yourself.
Since when did Wyatt Earp start wearing a mustache?
That ain't Wyatt.
Almost fooled me.
Fooled me, too. It's his brother Virgil.
Yeah, he's joshing. Come on. Marshal Earp?
No, sir.
Barkeep was right. You're his brother Virgil, huh?
Correct. You, sir?
Webb Herrick. This is Mel Herrick.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You know Bat Masterson?
Sure.
Hello, Bat.
Hello? Join us in a drink?
I think not. You and Wyatt have been sparking Miss Dodd while Larry's away.
That any business of yours?
No. I had some wrong ideas, too. Now, let's get this thing straightened out.
The truth ain't in your brother, and maybe not in you.
How don't you say that about Wyatt?
Look out, Virgil!
Virgil. Yeah, I'm sorry it had to be this kind of a welcome.
My own fault. I shot him, Marshal.
No, it wasn't his fault. Mel Herrick called you a liar. Virgil clouded him, then Webb tried to draw.
All right, Mr. Masterson. You take care of him. We'll go on over to the office. I guess I can trust you to come peacefully. Susan tried to be a good wife to Bud Pritchett, but he hit the bottle, ran off with another woman. Now, why should Susan be punished for that?
Well, you can't change public opinion overnight.
But you don't have to join it.
You seem mighty riled, brother.
Well, of course I'm riled. Webb and Mel badgered Susan into calling off her engagement. Now, where does that leave Susan?
Maybe she'd like to marry you.
What? Virgil, Did the folks send you here?
Well, no, Wyatt. Not exactly. See, I'm to meet Morgan in Omaha, and I just thought I'd stop by.
No, you didn't. You came here to save me from a wicked girl, didn't you?
I did not. Well, hang it all, Wyatt. You and Morgan are my younger brothers.
Oh, we're babies, huh?
Look, Wyatt, let's just call off the war, huh?
You can't call off the war. You got a passel of hotheads after us.
That's my fault, I suppose.
Yes, you shot Webb Herrick.
Well, I was sticking up for you.
That's just the point, Virgil. You don't have to stick up for me. I can fight my own fights. I'm a big boy now.
Well, go ahead, marry Susan for all of me.
Well, maybe I will.
Now, look, Wyatt, I didn't want to come here in the first place, but Mama was crying and Dad was glum, and, well, the pressure got to be too much for me, but you go ahead and you be a big boy.
Hold on, will you?
Oh, you talk to the idiot. I'm through.
Now, stop that. Both of you have to stop it. There's going to be a little war when Larry Herrick gets into town. You want Virgil caught in a gunfight all by his lonesome?
No.
Well, then tell him you're sorry. And make him a deputy marshal.
A deputy?
Yeah, snap out of it, Deacon. We went through the same thing when Morgan was in town. Eddie Earp has to wear a star when he's around you.
I'll talk to Virg.
Why, Virgil Earp, Wyatt told me you were coming.
Miss Susan, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused.
What's happened?
Well, I had to gun a fella. Name of Herrick.
Not Larry.
No, his Uncle Webb. A shoulder wound.
Well, that is a relief. More trouble?
I had a row with Wyatt.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. You Earp boys were always fighting, I remember.
Please. You in love with Wyatt?
No.
Then you ain't gonna marry.
Why, he hasn't asked me.
Well, what if he asked you?
He wouldn't do that. And even if he did, there's Larry. I think I love him. But if Wyatt should ever ask me...
Susan, you're a born flirt.
I guess I am.
Only you're in Dodge City now, and flirting can mean bloodshed here. You don't want that.
Oh, no, Virgil. Just say the word and I'll leave town before Larry gets here.
That wouldn't solve anything. I'm just asking you to make up your mind.
It'll depend on what Larry says. His folks don't approve of me, and Larry may not want me now.
I think he'll want you. Just quit teasing Wyatt. Quit working on his sympathy.
Does Wyatt feel sorry for me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy with a man who pitied me.
No, I don't think you would.
All right, Virgil. No more flirting, I promise.
Good girl. Thank you. Bye.
It ain't Wyatt Earp that's mixed up with her. It's his brother, Virgil. And not only that, when Mel and Webb called Virgil on it, he slugged Mel and shot Webb.
All right, mister.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that no-good brother of yours. Married man carrying on.
You're a liar. You want to fight it out with me or apologize to Virgil?
We'll fight it out.
Right here.
Yeah, take off those guns.
I'll be glad to, mister.
Hey, wait a minute, fellas. Now, come on out, will you? Come on. Hey, Jim, you know better than that. Come on. Get him! Get him in there! Get him in there! Get him in there now! Stand out, will you? Come on. Come on. Get him in there now!
No guns! Well, what are you doing here, Mr. Masterson?
No use breaking your knuckles. Touch that gun and I'll drop you.
Hey, big brother. Aren't you getting kind of old for a fist fight?
Well, that's gratitude for you. I save you from a beating and you talk smart.
Hey, why don't you go on upstairs and put some arnica on your face?
Well, thank you, Mr. Masterson. You know, you got here just in time.
What's that fight about, anyway?
Well, that blabbermouth cowhand said that a certain young lady was your girl.
Susan?
You got in a fight with the Herricks, didn't you? Well, that's the way certain cowhands think. Here. You better put this on.
Star? What for?
Well, I had to give one to Morgan when he was here. It's open season on Earps.
All right. Say, that cowhand that started the fight, was he a Herrick man?
I don't know.
That gossip about Susan and me must be all over town.
Sure. You're a moral leper.
That's not funny. I'm a happily married man. Hey, we got to set Larry Herrick straight.
He'll be coming after me first. Come on in.
Larry Herrick just got into town. Stopped over at the mayor's office.
Oh? Well, let's wait and see what Miss Susan can do with Larry. I think he's in love with her and that he'll believe what she says.
Now then, Larry, if you want to yell at me, we won't be interrupted by taxpayers.
Have you been seeing Wyatt Earp?
Of course.
Bat Masterson?
2 or 3 times.
What about Virgil Earp?
I talked to him once.
Did you know him back in Illinois?
Oh, Larry, don't be ridiculous. The Earps are old friends, and Bat's just a kid.
There have been 2 fights over you, and my Uncle Webb got his shoulder smashed.
Well, they weren't fighting over me.
I heard different. I heard...
Oh, sure, that I'm a liar and a no-good divorcee. And your folks told you to drop me cold. Well, I've had about enough of the Herricks.
Susan, honey.
Don't Susan honey me. I wouldn't marry you now for $10 million. Now get out of here.
Then it's true. There's another man.
Yes.
Who is he?
That's for you to find out.
Isn't Virgil Earp married?
That's none of your business. Now you get out of here.
I'm going to make this my business.
Larry, please.
Check your gun.
Sure.
Did you talk to her? It's a married one, ain't it?
Virgil.
She admit that?
No. But the main reason I know it's Virgil, she was ashamed to call him by name.
Well, anyway, you found out in time.
You gun him, Larry. I'll help you.
Hold on. Just sit down. I ain't satisfied it is Virgil. I'm going to ask him point blank and right to his face.
We already had one fight with him, Uncle Webb.
I won't be armed this time.
You're taking a big chance leaving your brother alone at the hotel.
I want to wait and hear from Miss Susan before we mount the guard. We'd look awful silly, wouldn't we, if Susan has decided to run off to Texas with Larry Herrick?
Susan. You know, I used to be the setup for pretty women. You're the easy mark now.
Well, I feel sorry for all women, Mr. Masterson. Good Lord gave them a tough row to hoe.
Amen, Deacon. Amen.
What?
Webb Herrick, Mr. Earp. I'm not armed.
Sorry to doubt your word, Mr. Herrick. Sit down. Well?
Larry thinks you're Susan's lover. I think Wyatt is the man.
Is that so?
Wyatt has his deputies in Bat Masterson. I doubt if Larry'd have the sand to go after him. But he and the boys would sure gun you.
I suppose it's no use trying to convince you that Susan is a decent girl.
A divorcee? I'm giving you a chance to name Wyatt.
My brother is not involved with Susan.
Meaning you are?
You know, if he wants to gun somebody, Mr. Herrick, then I'm his man.
All right. You deserve killing.
And I tried to make Larry be sensible, but he's crazy jealous.
He must be to be going after Virgil. Now, you stay here. You might see something you won't want to watch.
You and your men are wearing guns. Now you throw them down and make a fight.
It's your brother we want. He's admitted he's the man.
Wyatt, you keep out of this.
Why, you...
Well, big brother, at least you didn't kill him.
Oh, Larry, your poor hand. Those Earps, they never were anything but nasty, brawling hoodlums. We're going straight to Dr. McCarty. You should be ashamed.
Here you go, Jonesy. You give my best to Morgan, huh?
I will. Now, Wyatt, will you promise me to quit feeling sorry for women?
I'll do that, big brother. And when you get to Omaha, you write Mother and tell her that I'm safe.
Yeah, I'll do that. Take care, Wyatt.
Right.
Have a good trip. Oh, Wyatt.
He cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
What's too awful?
Bringing a man when you should kill him.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Adams, he's bleeding pretty bad. Have a couple of men get him over to Dr. Carty's. What's that arm?
You don't care anything about yourself. How about me and the other deputies? You might have killed me.
Look, it's an old argument. It's not true. The same old rawhide out here in the middle of the street. I'll buy you a new shirt.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Earp had lived through 50 gunfights in Wichita and Dodge City without killing a man. Pat Masterson, Doc Holliday, and many other friends warned Wyatt that shooting to disable rather than to kill was quixotic nonsense. Gunfighters began to count on Wyatt's determination to spare their lives, and Bat, who was devoted to Marshal Earp, made one last attempt to change Wyatt's thinking.
Now, you've been endangering your own life to an increased extent lately. Dodge City needs you.
Look.
Silence. I've talked this over with Judge Tobin and the council. Herewith, I am issuing you an executive order. Read it.
Yes, sir.
It'll save your life, Wyatt.
It's not on our account. Gunslingers are making a play against you because, well, they figure the worst they're going to get is a bullet in the arm.
Admit we're right now.
You're half right.
Half right, he says. Now, next time a hoodlum goes for a gun, you shoot to kill.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. I did put Mr. Masterson in danger this morning, and at one time or the other, I've led each of you into trouble. Your Honor, I'm promising to shoot to kill in any gunfight which involves my deputies.
No, that's not the order. The order expressly states...
Mr. Kelly, what I do when I'm alone and some man draws a gun on me is between me and my conscience. Now, if you want me to quit, I'll quit.
Quit? There's no quitting you'll do. I'll have the council fired.
Now, I'm still marshal for a half hour or so you men get back on patrol.
Kelly lost his temper.
Break it up.
We didn't figure on...
All right. Now, get out of here, will you?
Now, what's behind all this? You want some killer to take life off your hands? You never really did explain yourself, not to any of us.
I've explained it to all of you.
When?
I've said that I'm not going to kill unless it's in self-defense. I've never been absolutely certain in any gunfight that killing was necessary. Now, do I speak plain enough?
No, sir, you don't. I've been in gunfights, too. It was him or me, and I knew it.
Yes. You knew it was you or Sergeant King. Have I blamed you for that?
No, sir.
Well, that's the difference, Mr. Masterson. You were certain that you had to kill, so you shot for the heart. Well, I've never been certain in any gunfight, so I've shot to cripple. And the proof of my method is that I'm still alive, and so are a lot of men that I might have killed.
Well, there'll come a time, Wyatt.
Don't stall around with us, Hoyt. You're wanted in Texas for stealing a ranch payroll.
You've been indicted for it.
Take our proposition. We'll get that indictment thrown out.
Gunner Wyatt Earp. Some deal. It's easy.
If you miss, he'll only wound you. He hasn't killed anyone all the time he's been a peace officer.
I don't know. He's gunning a lot on Earp. Still in all for $1,500. Take the money and head for Dodge. Don't take it, and the Rangers will be heading you back to Texas. Where you thought it was going to be?
Near enough to send you to prison if you try to run out on us.
Don't seem like I got much choice. How much time you allowing for the job? Would be reasonable. Gotta study Earp. Catch him alone.
That's the idea. Now get started.
Oh, and no double-crossing clearing that indictment. If I got nerve enough to go against Earp, I can handle both of you.
Haven't you forgotten something, mister? What's that? Your horse. You haven't watered or fed him. My horse, ain't he? There's a law against mistreating horses. Marshal Earp must be strict. I'm Marshal Earp. Oh. Now, you've ridden that horse half to death. You go water and feed him. Yes, sir. Right away. Looks like a Texas boy.
Looks worse than that to me. Texas cowhands water and feed their horse before they head to the bar.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Now, that's just the point I've been trying to make. The tail end of the cattle drive always brings a lot of scum into town.
Looks like we have a couple of dry glasses.
Hey, bring us another bottle of champagne.
Gee, you must have hit the faro games for a lot of money.
I got a big cattle spread below the Cimarron. Don't need a gamble. But, girls are kind of necessary, huh?
Money's necessary, too. How come you're so interested in Wyatt Earp?
I'm on the town council at Langley. Our marshal quit, so we got to hire a new one.
Langley couldn't pay Mr. Earp enough.
Oh, not after hiring him. Just want to study his methods. Does he, ever patrol this part of town?
Sure. Every night.
All by himself?
Sometimes. Why don't you ask Mr. Earp? He's a nice, polite fellow.
It's an idea. I'll do that. But in the meantime, let's drink up. And, you can tell me about your methods.
Stop him, fellas! He ain't right.
Get out of the way! Hey, back! It's gonna get trouble! Back! Stop kicking! Don't be kicking!
Well, he deserved it. Using spurs.
Come on, man. You're all right.
Are you hurt, mister?
Oh, it's all right.
Get me a wet cloth, quick.
Fist fight at Madigan's saloon. He was stopping a cowhand with his spurs.
I spoke to you about mistreating your horse this afternoon. We also have laws against mistreating cowhands. What's your name?
John Smith.
All right, lock him up. We'll see if the other man wants to prosecute.
I need a doctor. Your deputy slugged me.
There's a cut, pour some phenol solution on it.
Yes, sir. You more talk, you'll really need a doctor.
Marshal Earp,
Howdy, Miss Daisy.
did you lock that man up?
Yes, I did.
Good. I hope you'll keep him in jail. He's real mean.
Why don't you sit down and tell me about it, huh?
He was asking me all kinds of questions about you. I mean, where you patrolled, and if you went alone. Things like that.
Go on.
I think he's planning a robbery or something. But it's only a hunch, Mr. Earp.
Well, thank you for the tip.
You ought to keep that man in jail. He's a killer.
Well, we'll run the posters on him. You going back to Madigan's saloon? Well, I'm headed that way myself. Come on, I'll walk you. Just because Mr. Larkin didn't prosecute, don't act so cocky. Thanks for the kind advice. It's not advice. It's a warning. I think you're on the run, Mr. John Smith. We didn't find any poster on you, but one may come along. If I were you, I'd get out of Dodge.
Any law says I gotta listen to your guff.
Now, you got 2 fish and you got 2 guns. You can make it a fight either way. Later. Your turn to get some sleep.
Fella's still in town.
Mm-hmm. I thought he would be.
He was rigging up some courage at the Long Branch about a half hour ago. If you don't mind, sir, I'll make the patrol with you.
All right. If you checked the afternoon mail, did you?
Mail? No, I plumb forgot it.
You better check it. Might find a wanted poster on our friend. And you can join me over in the plaza. In the meantime, I'll just check to see that nobody busted into the theater and stole chairs.
All right, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Is it in the lung? The kidney, I think.
Well, there's nothing to look at. Gotta get over to Doc McCarty quick. Go tell Doc to get ready for an operation. Come on, give me a hand. Watch him now. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All right, your real name is George Hoyt.
Yes.
Who hired you to kill Marshal Earp?
$1,500.
Tell me their names.
He's dead.
Dead? No, he's faking. You tell me.
I know how you feel, Wyatt. 4 inches higher and he'd have been all right. It's too bad.
I aimed for the shoulder. The horse reared.
You deserved it. He tried to kill you for pay. You talk to him, get some sense into his head.
You're not helping, Bat. I think you better leave.
All right. But you better give him some medicine or something. Might have been him laying there. Make him think about that.
Well, there's a fight with guns. Someone's likely to get killed. You've been lucky, Wyatt. And foolish, too. I patched up many men who tried to kill you.
Hoyt was ignorant and stupid to try a thing like that.
Gunfighters are all ignorant and stupid.
But human beings, Doc. With innocent folks who love them. It just wasn't necessary. I could have chased him on horseback, caught him and put him in jail.
This was an accident, Wyatt. But sooner or later, you're going to have to shoot to kill. Deliberately. You know that.
I guess so.
Wyatt, people die in my care. Most of them were beyond medical help. A few may have died because they didn't have the drugs or instruments in hand to save them. But I do my best.
Yeah.
Every doctor has to harden himself to death. If he can't, he should quit medicine.
That's right. Thank you, Doc.
Shouldn't you tell Mayor Kelly?
You tell him. You and Mr. Masterson take over.
How long are you figuring on being away?
I don't know. Got a few things to think about.
We should know how to reach you.
Well, the only clue I have to Hoyt's background is the Four Corners Roadhouse. I found a bar slip in his pocket. I'll be heading there first.
Wyatt, we may need you around here real bad.
You and Mr. Masterson can handle things. You tell Mayor Kelly that I had to take a leave of absence. If he gets sore and fires me, good. That'll save me the trouble of making up my mind. Good luck.
Herb leaving town? He's packed heavy for the trail, Mr. Leonard. Killed a Texan. So now he's scared. Pete, you better go tell the Big T outfit they're camped west of Fort Dodge, about 2 miles. Right. Tomorrow'll be a busy day. Herb can do without Dodge, but I don't think this town will get along so well without Herb.
Good morning.
Howdy. You're up early.
I haven't been to bed yet. Oh. Can somebody some of that coffee?
Nope. It's on the house.
Thank you.
You in the cattle business?
Oh, I'm associated with it. I know a lot of cowhands. I'm looking for one right now. A fellow by the name of George Hoyt.
Oh, that punk. Friend of yours?
No.
You're lucky. He got paid for some cattle the day before yesterday and skinned out, owing me a bar bill of $2.80, the cheap four-flusher.
Is Hoyt a Texas man?
Him? Nah. He come from an orphanage in Indiana someplace. He got drunk in here one night and told me his life story. Every cowhand likes to brag he's from Texas. Why are you looking for Hoyt?
I have some money belonging to him. I thought maybe he might have had a family.
Had a family? Is he dead?
Yeah. How much did you say he owed you? 280.
I don't get this, friend. Are you a lawyer settling Hoyt's estate?
1, 2. Half. Quarter and nickel.
That's the Big T outfit. Looks like they're...
Big T, Mr. Bones. They're going to shoot up Dodge.
Shoot up Dodge. And Marshal Earp will have their pants thrown in jail before they can fire 10 shots.
Earp's that good, huh?
That's what everybody tells me. If I could leave this place, I'd ride into Dodge just to see Earp clobber Tom Leonard and his boys.
Thank you for the coffee. I'll see you again soon.
Sure. Bye.
I suppose Mr. Kelly sent you, huh?
Yes, sir. There's going to be trouble in town.
You shouldn't have left Mr. Masterson. He'll need you. Now go on and get back there.
No, sir, not without you.
I'm tired, Hal. I'm sick and tired.
I know, White. We all are. It's no good job being a walking target every day, but me, I hate to get out of bed in the morning. Sometimes I have to smoke before I reach for my gun belt.
It's a filthy, brutal job.
It sure is. But somebody's got to do it. You know, Bat, he'll lose his temper. So will Kelly. He'll get boxed in some tight corner. There's going to be quite a few burials in town tomorrow.
Throw him down. You ain't got a chance. Watch your light. Watch your light. Break the logic here, Marshal. The Diamond T-Man got Jim Kelly and your boys backed into Carr's alley.
Hal, you take these 4 men, try to sneak through 4th Street. Cut them off. I'll try for Linden.
Sniping at him. I'm going to hit him from the window. I want Kelly and Masterson and the others will quit. I'll let them have it.
Mr. Masterson. Wasn't necessary.
Thanks for coming back, Wyatt. You blessed chicken-hearted fool.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame and long live
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
In Marshal Earp's time, there were Indian wars and cattle wars, and a steady brawling with 45s among bad-tempered cowhands. But the deadliest fighting on the frontier of 1879 usually started with a dispute between two towns for the honor of being designated the county seat. Dodge City had been named capital of Ford County, Kansas, but Fort Dodge, only 6 miles away, asked why should a wicked town like Dodge be the county seat? Besides, the residents of Fort Dodge were desperate for another reason.
Well, there you have it in black and white.
Pooh. Washington's always changing its mind.
The Army's got to economize. There just won't be nothing to Fort Dodge but a keep house party and a name.
I thought you had this all fixed, Mr. Granger.
I'm surprised at you, Judge Franklin. My father did everything he could to keep this fort open.
Now, there's no use squabbling over something that's finished and done with. I've called a meeting for this afternoon. You have some new idea, Talkie? Just come to the meeting. All right, I will. And I say Fort Dodge should be the county seat. Instead, we've let Dodge City hold squatters' rights.
You're right.
The people of Ford County never did vote to make that miserable town their capital. Are you going to let Dodge City get away with calling itself the high monkey-monk town of our county? Good. Good. We'll ask the governor to hold an honest election. You head the delegation, Judge Franklin.
Thank you, Mr. Granger. I'll do just that.
Collect as many more signatures for the governor as you can before the stage leaves.
And don't talk to any Dodge City men.
Judge Franklin knows that. Yes, Chickie?
I know Wyatt Earp.
Him? Huh. He's hand in glove with Kelly and Judge Tobin. You keep out of it, Edna. A political fight's no place for you.
And if we don't win it, Fort Dodge will be a ghost city and we'll have to move on.
Soldiers headed this way. Go wait on them.
You wait on him. I'm going to Dodge City.
Edna, I forbid you having anything to do with Wyatt Earp. You've made eyes at him every time we went over there. You're old enough to have some pride.
Pride? We're broke and we're in debt.
And I knew Tarky Granger in the Army. He's a born politician.
Hold on, Jim. You're assuming that he'll try to get a special election.
What else? They can't just build a courthouse at Fort Dodge and say, we're the county seat. Am I right now, Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
You hear Wyatt? He knows it'll be a political play.
But I can't head him off in Topeka. The governor knows I backed Milliken in the primary.
Well, you're the best man we've got, sir. There's only a quarter of an hour to catch that train.
Oh, all right.
Howdy, Miss Edna.
Guess they heard about it in Dodge.
Yeah, they sure did.
What do you think?
Well, if they want to call a special election, they sure can do it.
Does that mean you're against us?
Miss Edna, I seldom mess around in politics.
Papa's right, you know. Dodge City isn't morally fit to be capital of Ford County.
A dirty, nasty, wicked town.
That's the truth, and you know it. What'll people say later on? Fort Dodge can start with a clean slate. This place is a disgrace to Kansas.
Miss Edna,
Yes, sir?
did your daddy send you over here?
Of course not. He tried to stop me.
Why'd you come?
Pa says I got a girly crush on you. But that's not why I came. We have to find out what Dodge City folks plan to do about the election. Gotta know so we can plan our campaign. What's funny? Well, I don't see what's so funny.
Well, you're telling me the truth. You see, politicians, they very seldom do that.
We're not politicians. We're home folk.
All right, no more joking. Miss Edna, in my opinion, I think Fort Dodge has a very good chance of becoming the county seat.
There.
But not if you try any shenanigans. No, it's got to be strictly honest.
Do you think we cheat?
Well, not you, Miss Edna, but, well, those political fellas, you warn your daddy, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll tell Papa. Wyatt, won't you be on our side?
No, I'm gonna have to stick with Dodge.
Why?
It's kind of simple, Miss Edna. If Dodge City is too wicked to become the county seat, it's kind of my fault because, well, they hired me to clean up this town.
Papa will win you over. And if he can't, I'll sure try. Now, don't you laugh. I can be girly-girly.
No, you stay just the way you are, huh? and look, let's both stay out of politics, huh? Now, you go on, scoot home.
Stranger, I'm Smalley Dunbar. This is Dave Rickard.
Howdy. Howdy.
We both kind of fool with politics in Dodge.
Just the men I want to see. Come inside.
Well, the first thing we've got to do is take them records from Kelly's office. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Besides, Kelly's got a list of the voters.
Stealing records will now...
We'll take care of it. This is frontier politics, Mr. Granger.
You can't win the election without the list of registered voters. We have to add a lot of cowhands and maybe some dead men.
I don't like it.
Nobody likes it. The point is, do you want Fort Dodge to be a ghost town or the county seat? You can swing a couple of hundred votes from below the line in Dodge, but that won't be enough, Mr. Granger.
All the voters outside of Dodge, the rest of Ford County.
Still not enough. We thought you wanted to win this election. But I guess we're wasting our time. Come on, Dave.
No, wait. Kelly and his people have cut a few corners. I reckon we'll have to do the same thing.
Now you're talking. Politics, Mr. Granger, politics. Well, let's drink to it. Dave, keep an eye on the front door. I'll break in the back.
Right.
That does that. Hal, see that these get out first thing in the morning, will you?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna turn in. You and Hank split the dog watch.
Right. Sure is quiet tonight, isn't it?
That's the way I like it. Hal. There's a man standing in front of Mayor Kelly's office. The wagon just turned the corner.
I'll take a look.
No. Let's give him time. Let's go out the back door.
Hey, Dave. You gonna take all night? I got the voters' books and the tax books. We have them police record and we'll get out of here.
Time to jump 'em?
No. That Smiley Dunbar, he's probably working for the people over at Fort Dodge.
I bet they're making off with the record books.
I know. I want him to pull this job. You can get your horse and follow him. Don't let him see you.
Come in here. I want you to see this. Look at that. Robbed, stolen, all cleaned out. All the city and the county records gone. Look at it. Just look at it.
I know, Mr. Mayor.
You know? What do you mean you know?
Well, Hal and I saw the whole thing last night.
You saw it and you let him get away with it?
Yes, sir.
Why on earth would you...
Mr. Kelly, Hal trailed him to Granger's store at Fort Dodge.
Tarky Granger. Fort Dodge. It's a dirty political trick. Well, why are you wasting time? Get a posse and hit them quick. Shoot them down. Crack their skulls. But you get those records. That's an official order.
All right. If you want Fort Dodge to win.
I want them in jail. What is this now? Fort Dodge winning.
Well, they made a bad move, Your Honor. Next, they'll try to doctor the voting books.
Then we just let them, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then we let them stuff the ballot boxes.
What? Oh. And then we nab them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach them to get into a political fight with Jim Kelly. Well, what if they hide the books?
Well...
Excuse me, Wyatt. Miss Edna Granger wants to see you at the Dodge House.
Thank you. Miss Granger might give us an insurance policy on those books.
No, Wyatt,
Now, Mayor...
Thank the good Lord they didn't get everything. Oh. It's a bad, nasty mess, Judge Tobin. What luck did you have in Topeka?
None. The governor's ordered a special election for Saturday.
Nah. They'll steal it just like they stole the books.
Dodge City outnumbers them 5-1, Jim.
Not with Smiley Dunbar and those hoodlum votes below the line. They'll all go to Granger and his crowd.
Civic pride will keep them from voting to change the county seat.
Civic pride, is it? They want a wide open town and no marshal like Wyatt. They'll move to Fort Dodge lock, stock, and barrel. Well, now, how's Miss Edna and our insurance policy?
He's talking about Mr. Granger's daughter, Judge. She doesn't favor robbery.
I suppose she'd be turning against her own father.
No, sir. If her father's involved, she'll try to save him. Any action in Topeka, sir?
Against us. The whole county will have to vote.
Saturday.
That's short notice. Well, get your high silk hat, Mr. Mayor. We better start campaigning.
You tour the county until Friday night, then make your big speech in Dodge.
Kelly and Earp are too quiet.
Well, what have they got to shout about?
It's too good to be true.
Well, you ask Dave. There wasn't a Johnny Law in sight. We're in, Mr. Granger. Those county records we got hold the election.
Yes, I reckon. Edna, perhaps you'd better.
Sure. Howdy, Miss Edna.
You see Earp?
Yes. Wyatt was kind of worried. Seems someone broke into the mayor's office last night. Took all their record books.
That's no crime. It's got to be something valuable.
Breaking into a place is a crime.
Forget it, Chickie. Let Earp worry. He's being paid for that. Now, you go into the store and pack me some grub. I'm hitting the speaking trail for votes.
How long?
Be back Saturday morning. That's election day. And the fort's polling place will be here.
I'll need the key to the safe, won't I?
Key? No. There's money enough for change in the cash drawer.
All right, Papa. You always left the key with me before. That's why I asked.
And I say to you, my friends, that Dodge City was ordained by the good Lord to be the metropolis of Ford County. If the seat of county government is moved to Fort Dodge, grass will grow in the streets of our town.
Yeah. If Fort Dodge wins the election, we'll soon have a bigger and a better Dodge City.
Hey!
And we won't have Wyatt Earp as marshal. And we won't have Jim Kelly as mayor. We won't have those three hypocrites, Tobin, Kelly, and Earp.
Pa's the record book's in his safe. He wouldn't trust me with the key, but I know how to get into it. When are you coming over?
Tomorrow after the election.
Why not today, right now?
I want the ballot box.
Well, that's not fair. You could get Papa into worse trouble.
No, we can save your Papa. If you'll help.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
Thanks, Wyatt. I'm still in love.
Wow. First time I've ever heard of a mourner's bench before the election.
Granger got the crowds, here and all over the county.
Looks bad, Wyatt.
They don't even have to steal this election.
Well, Smiley Dunbar and his crowd wouldn't be happy unless they stole it. Hal, let's just make sure that all our votes are honest, huh?
Wyatt, you're not suggesting that I would stoop to dirty politics.
Well, it is a big temptation, Your Honor.
Don't josh him, Wyatt. If they win, Dodge City will be the ghost town.
I'm sorry. Oh, Hal, I'll need 10 special deputies tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
10? You'll need 24 just to guard the polling place at the fort.
Judge, I think you and Mr. Kelly are plumb tuckered out. Now, why don't you just let me handle the police work, huh?
He's right, Jim.
Well, just tell us one thing. Are you going to get back the county records?
Yes, sir. And the Fort Dodge ballot box, too.
Well, it's in your hands, Wyatt. Come along, Jim. Busy day tomorrow.
Now, don't miss, Wyatt. It means your job and my job and the finish of Dodge City.
Now, the polls close at 7. That gives us a half an hour of daylight. I'm going into Fort Dodge with the peddler's wagon and the fastest team of quarter horses that Chalk Beeson has.
No posse?
Yes. You leave town here with the boys at 7. If I get in any trouble, there'll be gunfire. You just head for the sound of guns.
Jim Knowlton. Friend, if you want to read the fine print, step inside. We're in a hurry. Howdy, Big T.
Hi,
Judge. Hi, Judge. Glad you could make it.
Just a moment, Judge. Are these men residents of Fort Dodge?
Lived here all their lives.
Sorry, but we need their names and registrations.
Lock them in a storeroom, boys. We're busy with an election. Now, does anybody else have any suggestions? I've had enough.
You can't do anything until Wyatt comes. He'd spoil the whole plan.
How did I ever get into this?
You wanted to save Fort Dodge and us, but the wrong politicians took over. Wyatt says it.
Hey, Your Honor, give us a hand. We've got a couple Indians out here that won't vote unless you say it's all right.
Very well.
we got about 900 votes for Fort Dodge. Open up the safe, Mayor Granger.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
We're going to burn the county record books so they can't trace the phony votes.
Well, that's stupid. If you win, you'll need the county tax records and city police reports.
Who do you think's running this show? You or me?
You're not going to burn these records.
Take care of him, Dave.
Stop it!
You keep out of this. Lock him in the storeroom with the others.
Leave those alone!
Why, you little brat.
Go lock the door to the store.
But my father, he
He'll be all right. Go on. Take the ballot box out to the wagon.
Smiley, open up. Smiley, open up.
You get down from there.
I'm going with you.
We're going to have to make a run for it.
Let's go, come on. Out front, get the horses.
What are you stopping for? They're right behind us.
Get behind those rocks, come on. Keep your head down.
Here, reload that for me. Give me the Winchester.
Why don't you kill them?
No need for it. Posse will be coming any minute.
All right, grab your guns. Grab your guns.
The accused will please rise. Mr. Dunbar, Judge Franklin, Mr. Rickard, you're found guilty of election fraud and sentenced to 2 years in the state penitentiary. Mr. Granger. Yes, Judge? Your daughter cooperated with Marshal Earp, and you yourself tried to prevent the destruction of valuable records. The court sentences you to 6 months in jail and will stipulate that you be paroled immediately. Adjourned?
This way, come on. You still here? Where's your dad?
He went on over to the hotel. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to thank you.
I think Judge Tobin is the one you want to thank.
Him, too. Wyatt, I don't suppose that you'd ever feel like marrying me.
Well, honey, you see, I'm an old man, but, well, if I was your age, you'd be the first girl I'd ask.
Politician.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Get those two Indians right here.
These the friends of Wyatt Earp?
Yeah, on their way to tell him all about us. That Earp's bad medicine, Roof. Maybe we ought to just scare those Cheyenne.
Cousin and brother don't scare. Roof's right. We'll have to kill him.
All right, stop the jabber. I hear him coming.
Scatter. Meet tonight in the camp.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Wyatt Earp's good friends were Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother, Cheyenne Indians who had left their tribal group to serve as scouts for the Army and valued advisors to Marshal Earp. Wyatt has been much criticized for his strange variety of friends and his absolute loyalty to them. But friendship with Indians was beyond the pale. As Dodge City said in 1879, Injuns weren't even people.
Mr. Brother is dead, but it looks like Mr. Cousin has a fair chance. I couldn't get much out of him, just that 4 men he didn't know ambushed them on the Nations Trail south of town.
You shouldn't try to rouse him or make him talk. He's got a bullet in the left lobe.
Can he make it?
Well, he's tough.
Take it easy, Mr. Cousin.
Mr. Earp. Oh, we tell Mr. Earp.
I'm right here.
Bad men. Dry gulchers. They hold up a wagon train. We ride to tell you, then they shoot.
No more right now, Wyatt. Let him rest.
He's gonna need good nursing, Doc. If he asks about Mr. Brother, don't tell him. Just say that I'm gonna get every one of those men that dry gulched him.
Norton says there'll be talk about burying Mr. Brother in the new cemetery.
Well, let him talk. Have you had any report on a wagon train robbery recently?
Indian Bureau wagons carrying supplies to the Cheyenne reservation.
What gang did it?
Nothing on that. An Army detachment from Fort Sill was sent after him.
Mr. Cousin mentioned dry gulchers. Now, is that because they bushwhacked him and Mr. Brother, or is there an outfit called the Dry Gulchers?
That's a new name to me.
Al?
Yes, sir. I want a day and night watch put on Mr. Cousin. Whoever bushwhacked him may come in and try to finish off the job.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Maybe a cold trail and a long one. You just arrange the guard.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Mr. Brother was killed in Ford County, my jurisdiction.
He was shot after an Indian Bureau train was raided. That makes it a federal case. I'm still a U.S. Deputy Marshal, in case you've forgotten. Mr. Brother wasn't your friend.
Wyatt, you're my friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You, give Hal a hand. Any trouble breaks loose at the saloons.
Gets mighty lonesome on the trail between Dodge and Oklahoma Territory.
Well, you suit yourself. Got 4 men to catch, and I'm going to catch them.
Good, I need the exercise.
Howdy.
Howdy. Get down. Come in.
Thanks.
There's some hot grub there.
Thanks, Cookie.
Yeah. I'll pour you a cup of hot coffee here.
Right hospitable of you.
Well, it's the boss man's orders.
You heard driving into Dodge?
Yeah.
What's new in that dusty hole?
Oh, nothing I heard of. A couple of Indians got shot.
In Dodge?
No, somewhere south. One's dead and the other's being looked after by the doctor.
Why are they taking so much trouble with an engine?
Friend White Earp. I ain't got time to be answering no more questions. I got to get supper.
Sure. Thanks, Cookie.
All right, here's where it happened. Mr. Sandage had already picked him up when Joe and I happened along. We didn't wait to look for signs.
Four horses. Kansas horseshoes, wouldn't you say?
Not Texas shoes. Maybe Kansas or Missouri.
Now, this horse was shod cavalry style.
Cavalry toes. You know, it could be an Indian trader. A lot of them turned hoodlum when the Army cleaned house and drove them from the forts. Yeah, they all scattered, Wyatt.
Some went south.
East and north over here. Well, which do we pick?
None of them. Let's try the cattle camps.
Hold it! Injuns! Injuns!
What about them?
War party at Cheyenne! I'm heading for Dodge.
You look like a road agent to me. Why didn't you stop him?
Maybe he was telling the truth.
Indian war party?
Probably reservation jumpers. Come on, let's get out of sight.
Oh. Oh.
Much blood here. It is true. Our friends are dead.
Young Wolf!
No, it is friend. Marshal Earp.
Bad news travels fast.
Both my tribal brothers dead?
No. Only Mr. Brother. Mr. Cousin badly wounded.
We Cheyenne take care of this.
No, young wolf. The Pony soldiers are after the white man who did it.
And so are we. You'd better get back to the reservation.
Sheriff Masterson is right.
Indian agent chief, let us go. Read this.
Same old story. Indian Bureau doesn't trust the Army. Young Wolf, we'll talk about this. According to the Indian Bureau, their names are Will Dade, Dick Averill,
Wait a
Sam...
minute. April with an I?
That's right. Sam Wilson, Ruth Prentice. That's the four of them. They call themselves the Dry Gulchers.
Any description?
Well, Mr. Delman says here that Texas Rangers may have a reward sheet on them.
Well, that's a big help to us right now.
Look, we didn't even have the names until now. At least that's something. Do you think Mr. Cousin can identify him?
No, they bushwhack him. My paper.
Young Wolf, may I give you some advice? Mr. Delman knows he hasn't got the authority to let you and your braves travel as a posse with guns. This paper merely says that you and your braves are going to meet the men named on agency business.
To hang them.
Sheriff Masterson and I will tend to that. Now, my advice is that you go back to the reservation.
No, we promised Chief Two Moon. White men die.
Young Wolf, they will die. I give you my word.
You have been good friend of Indian.
I have tried to be.
If we catch killers, I will send message to you. But you must let us watch them hang.
All right.
Run into that cavalry patrol somewhere.
They may find a gulch or two before it happens.
You reckon that fellow who was running for Dodge could be one of them?
Yeah, let's take a look along the trail.
Cavalry shoes on his horse. We better get back to Dodge. That Gulcher might try to finish the job on Cousin.
Should have shot him when I had a chance. Next time you'll get it.
Wyatt, no killing. We need him to get to the others.
Yeah, you keep reminding me of that.
Sure you ain't being followed?
No, but we're in trouble. We didn't kill one of the engines. I'm not fooling. One they called Cousin made it back into Dodge. I ran by Wyatt Earp and another John Law at the ambush. And to make matters worse, a passel of Cheyenne are trailing us.
That Cousin saw us. You've got to go into Dodge and get him.
All right.
Hold it. We'll trade horses.
What?
Those cavalry shoes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We can't afford to make any more mistakes. As soon as you get into Dodge, buy some town clothes. Clean up. Get a shave. Here. Wear these specs.
Hey, where's Dick and Sam?
They're still circling. Haven't come in yet. We'll wait for you right here.
What about that Cheyenne?
Don't worry about them. We've backtracked through water at least 10 times. Anyway, they'd never believe we'd meet up so close to Dodge. You get in, finish your job, and get back here before midnight.
Oh, it's going to be later than that, Roof.
All right, then. Follow us on down to our camp on the Cimarron. Get going.
Well, his pulse is better, but I won't try to remove that slug. I wish someone could convince Wyatt that my office isn't a safe place for witnesses to a murder.
Mr. Earp said to take Cousin to his room as soon as he can stand the handling.
Not tonight. And I'm going to keep the doors locked.
Friend, is there a doctor in this town?
Why, sure, Doc McCarty. You ailing?
Yeah, I've got an ache.
Well, Doc's office is up Front Street near the Dodge Hotel.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks.
Who is it?
Quiet.
How is he?
Doc thinks he's holding his own.
Any strangers come in here to see Doc?
No, sir. He's a mite fidgety. He asked me to keep the shades drawn and the door locked.
Well, that's a good idea. We're going to have to shake down the town. You take the horse racks, I'll take the livery stable. Don't you let anybody in here unless Doc or you know him, huh?
Yes, sir. Who is it?
Doc.
Where's Mrs. Perkins? She got scared and left. But Wyatt and Masterson were just here.
Why didn't they stay here?
They're searching the town, Doc, just in case.
Mister! That fellow walking across the street yonder. Hold it!
All right there.
What's happening here?
Take it.
Must be some mistake, Marshal.
Yeah? How'd you know I was a marshal? It's too dark to read my badge.
I call every officer a marshal. It's force of habit.
You do, huh? What's your name and where you from?
Walter Jones. I rode in from the Bar Q camp on Salt River.
Oh. Where's your horse?
At the hitch rack found the Dodge Hotel.
Let's take a look.
That's my horse.
Did you fire those shots?
I don't know. I haven't found his 45 yet. Not cavalry shoes.
He looks something like the man who passed us on the trail.
Except he's had a shave and he's wearing different clothes.
Marshal, you've got me all wrong. I'm just a cowhand who came into Dodge for a good time.
Mm-hmm. These are just plain glass, mister.
That's right. I use them to keep dust out of my eyes.
No?
He's lying. We'll find a gun.
That's right. Come on, move. Move.
What do you say?
All right. I go now.
No, cousin.
Mr. Cousin? Mr. Cousin, you know who I am?
Sure. Mr. Herb. I feel weak, bad.
Mr. Cousin, I want you to take a look at this man. Can you see him? Turn around there. You ever see him before?
No. Who is he?
The name is Walter Jones, Injun. Now, do you have any other bright ideas?
Doctor, there's an Army surgeon visiting Fort Dodge. Will Mr. Cousin be able to make that trip tomorrow?
Well, if he has a good night, it's possible.
One other point, Doctor. The Indians were bushwhacked by 4 men. Now, Mr. Cousin may have only seen 1 or 2 of them. This dry gulch is lucky.
Calling names now, Herb.
Don't beg for a licking, fella.
Just who's going to give me that? You?
Why'd you kill him?
Yeah, there's a law against that, isn't there? Well, you take him out to the edge of town and give him back his gun. Then you, whatever your name is, you come back into Dodge again, I may have to break that law. I'll see you in my office later.
You seen me later, too. Now you're begging to be dead. What are you trying to do, cheat an insurance company? Come on. Walter Jones is mighty sore at you.
That's good.
You picked the fight.
Yeah. And I want him to stay killing and mad.
He's a bushwhacker, Wyatt.
One of the Dry Gulch Quartet.
You sure or guessing? Cousin couldn't identify him.
He was too interested when I asked the doc if I could take Mr. Cousin over to the army surgeon at the fort. Well, I couldn't risk Mr. Cousin's life. He'd be aiming at him.
I got an idea. Dress me up like an Indian and I can...
Wait a minute. The Opera House.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. There's a Indian dummy over there. Backstage. They used it last year when Buffalo Bill had to strangle a wicked Apache in his show. Looks real lifelike, too.
One thing wrong with that. He might bushwhack the dummy and you.
Well, not with you and your deputies trailing. There's one more thing, and this is real important. Where do most of the decent Indian traders hang out?
Dunphy's Tavern in the county.
All right, fine. You send a man out there that can play a good drunk. You give him the names of Dade, Averill, Wilson, and Prentice. You tell him to spread the word around that they murdered Mr. Brother, and they're blaming it on other men, Indian traders.
What's that got to do with you making a target out of yourself in the morning?
One dry gulcher isn't enough. I want all 4 of them. 4.
Almost half after midnight. Can't wait for Dade no longer.
Maybe run into trouble. Never saw no trouble that Dade couldn't squirm out of.
We'll scatter again. Wait for him down at the forks.
Good, the boys are in position. Here comes Wyatt. Move parallel and about 100 yards in front of him. In case Jones, or whatever his name is, makes his play and then tries to run.
Kill him, huh?
No. I obeyed orders, Deacon.
Come on. Sit down over there. All right, now let's go over this again, huh? You still claim your name is Walter Jones and that you don't know a thing about the dry gulchers, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you turn him over to the Cheyenne, Wyatt? That'll make him talk.
Bluffers. So are you, Dade. You bushwhacked those Indians. His name is Will Dade. He rides with Prentice, Averill, and Wilson.
Ah, you loco Bates. I quit them 2 years ago.
Are you willing to swear that he's a dry gulcher?
I sure am.
Lock him up. Well, that's one of them.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp!
What are you going to do?
You hear that mob out there?
You are going to save Hurley.
I don't know. He and Doc started this, right?
Mr. Earp, they had to. Hurley needs the experience. Look, his whole career depends on his learning the real West. Can't you understand that?
He didn't have to start a riot. Al, you go fetch the prisoner. We'll turn him over to Herb folks.
No. No, I'll go out there myself. They can shoot me.
You're just drunk enough to do that. You cover me.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Marshal Earp thought he had Dr. John H. Holliday safely established as a patient in a Colorado sanitarium. Doc needed a rest to cure his lung trouble, and Wyatt needed a rest from Doc and his cantankerous warfare against the respectable citizens of Dodge City. But a greenhorn by the name of Hurley Abbott caused a new battle in the war between Holliday and Dodge, with Wyatt in the middle.
Hurley, stop it! Hurley, get off, please! He's going to throw you and stop you! Hurley, get off! Oh, Hurley, are you hurt? Oh, darling,
I'm all right.
Oh, you wicked...
No, Etta, no. He just didn't want me to ride him.
Come on, honey. Let's get out of the corral.
Others, huh? Well, I've seen enough.
Hugh, Hurley and I are engaged.
No. You're leaving, Mr. Abbott.
Don't you dare hit him.
Easy now, Etta. Mister, there's a train out of Dodge City in about 2 hours. You got just about time to catch it.
I'll leave your property, Mr. Jackson. But I'll stay in Dodge.
That's right, Hurley. And I'll see you in Dodge.
Right.
Uncle George, Hurley's an artist, and he's going to be famous someday. But you just can't understand that. All you know are horses and cattle, and you're just as stupid.
You ain't marrying him. That's final.
Well, we'll see.
Let's not make it any worse, Etta. I'm afraid I couldn't put up much of a fight. Didn't think it would come to this. Still got a lot to learn. I'll learn it.
Marshal Earp. Yes, sir?
I'm in trouble. Could you spare me a few minutes?
What's the matter? Outlaws chasing you?
I'm green, but not that green. My name's Abbott. Hurley Abbott.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Abbott. Happy to know you. Well, you, selling pictures?
I hope to someday. But right now, I need some advice about fighting.
Oh?
Ned Buntline gave me this note to you.
Ned Buntline, huh? Well, why don't we get out of this sun and win? We'll go inside my office. It's kind of hot in there, too, but at least it's shady.
Fry off my horse. And so her uncle and her brothers ordered me to leave, which they had a legal right to do. But Etta isn't going to stand for it, and neither am I.
Well, why don't you just elope? Go back east.
It's not that simple, Mr. Earp. See, I like this western country, and I'm trying to paint it.
Well, there's a lot of country between here and California. Now, why don't you and Miss Etta head west?
Is that what you would do?
Well,
Don't be polite, Marshal. I'm not. I can't fight very well with my fists, and, well, I'm clumsy with a gun. I can't even ride a spirited horse.
And I can't draw a good map. You know, Uncle George and the boys, well, they're decent cattlemen, but they're mighty stubborn.
Would you be allowed to teach me how to fight?
No, sir.
Oh. Well, could you recommend anyone? I'm not exactly a starving artist.
Let's think about that for a while. Family quarrels are no good, Mr. Abbott. I mean, even if you learned how to fight, who would you be fighting? You'd be fighting Miss Etta's uncle and her brothers. And my advice is you forget it. No, not you. Why'd you leave the hospital?
They asked me to leave. Good to get back to my old friends.
Yeah. You know him?
Well, I must have met him somewhere. Oh, this one's Skunky Biggett. He and I had a run-in at the Long Branch doing a card game before I went to the hospital.
All right, book him. Attempted murder.
Come on.
Some of you men give a hand. Take him over to the coroner's office.
Mr. Earp, is this the great Dr. John H. Holliday?
Yeah, that's right. This is Mr. Hurley Abbott. Claims to be an artist.
Well, now, he is an artist. If you did that top canvas.
Yes, thank you. Just a rough sketch.
Mr. Abbott, if you'd excuse us, the doctor and I have got a little visiting to do.
Hold on, Wyatt. Abbott, you meet me down at the Long Branch in about 10 minutes.
You're right.
Well, I see Dodge City hasn't changed one iota. Still shooting at invalid doctors of dentistry.
Where's Miss Kate?
Kansas City. Buying clothes.
Say, how's that little boy, Benny? How's he doing?
He's getting well. He has a dozen doctors up there.
Huh?
Interesting type fellow, that artist. He intrigues me.
No, Doc. Please.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, you're no Carl Bodmer or Alfred Jacob Miller. Not yet.
Well, that's not really the point.
Huh?
Miss Etta's people have warned me not to see her again.
George Jackson and the boys? Quick tempers and slow draws, all of them. Now, you let me take care of your family problems, Abbott. You just paint pictures.
I'm afraid you don't understand. They insist upon a fight. I can't let anyone else take over for me.
You want to kill them?
No. Oh, God forbid. If they come after me with guns, I want to be able to shoot well enough to... I don't know. Disable them, perhaps.
Abbott, I could probably teach you how to kill a man in 6 months of hard practice. But shooting to disable, that'd take several years.
Oh. Well, I think I could learn to be a good fist fighter.
And break your hand so you couldn't hold a paintbrush? No. Now, Marshal Earp and I'll have a talk with the Jacksons. I like this one. Paint it in oil.
Mr. Earp, have you seen Hurley, Mr. Abbott?
Yes, ma'am.
He didn't take the train.
No, ma'am, I think you'll find him with Dr. Holliday.
Doc Holliday? You mean the notorious outlaw?
Dr. Holliday is an expert on art.
No, not really.
No, not really, but the doctor has taken a fancy to Mr. Abbott.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm afraid that Uncle George and my brothers... I'm sorry to have interrupted your work.
Miss Etta.
Yes.
Look, I think the only sensible thing for you and Mr. Abbott to do is to head west. It'll give your family time to be reconciled.
Reconciled? They should be proud of Hurley.
Well, artists are, well, they're kind of a strange breed of cat in this neck of the woods. Uncle George and your brothers have been taught to believe that an artist, well, they make kind of poor husband material.
Hurley will be as famous as George Catlin, Mr. Earp.
I'm only trying to say that I think...
Wyatt! Wyatt, that Jackson try's been threatening my artist. I'm going down and give him what for. You better come along. They might be shooting. I'll borrow one of your scatterguns. Doc, no time for jabber. You ready to go?
Miss Jackson, I'd like to have you meet Dr. Holliday.
Miss Jackson? Yeah, you must be Miss Etta Jackson, young woman Abbott plans to marry.
Yes, I am. And I certainly don't want my family attacked by you. And why do you call Hurley your artist?
Well, I bought a picture from him. Are you coming, or do I have to go alone?
Will you cool off? Miss Etta, I'll try and keep the peace. You go find Mr. Abbott, and I'll handle things here.
Now remember, that fellow may have jumped aboard the Santa Fe. We don't want to do anything that'll make us look ridiculous. Just mosey into Dodge casual like.
What about Etta?
Oh, she's sorry by now she ever laid eyes on that paint slinger. Come on.
You should have stayed in the hospital.
Brilliant observation.
Look, I ask you just one favor. You let me do all the talking to Uncle George.
All right. As long as you make my point clear.
By the way, just what is your point?
They leave my artist and his fiancée alone. No threats, no badgering. I'm still trying to catch up on the short drinks those doctors allowed me.
Here they come. Now, you stay back here. I don't trust your mean temper. Frankly, Mr. Jackson, this Abbott fella doesn't seem like a bad sort to me. Mr. Buntline recommended him.
Ned recommended him to us. Pretty soon that slicker had Etta's head turned.
All artists are immoral, Mr. Earp.
Champagne and women.
Well, the point is, Dr. Holliday has taken kind of a shine to Mr. Abbott. I don't want you men to tangle with Doc.
We ain't scared.
Well, you ought to be. Doc could kill all three of you in a draw and shoot.
How come you're on their side, Earp?
Because I think it's a foolish quarrel, Mr. Jackson. And I'm hired to keep the peace in Dodge.
Happens we love Etta.
I'm sure of that, sir. And she loves Mr. Abbott.
All right, Mr. Earp. We respect Holliday as a killer.
We can take him.
No. We'll be coming into Dodge to get that painter fella, and we'll come with enough of our men to get him and Doc Holliday, too. That's fair warning.
Hurley,
Oh,
what are you doing with a gun?
well, I can't let Doc Holliday fight my battles for me.
Why not? He enjoys shooting people.
I'm supposed to be a man. Here, watch this. Right in the heart, see? Of course, in a real fight, I'd only use shoulder shots.
Yes, I see.
It's a very simple problem, learning to shoot a pistol. All you do is keep your sight on the spot to be hit, pull the weapon, and push it toward the center of focus.
That's enough. We're leaving.
Leaving?
Marshal Herp is right. We're getting married, Hurley, and going farther west. Now, darling, listen. You can paint just as well in Arizona or New Mexico.
I can't run, my dear. Etta, look, I don't approve of fighting any more than you do. But it's a part of the frontier. Now, how am I going to paint Western life if I haven't lived it?
One doesn't need to live the life of scoundrels to paint scoundrels. Look at Doc Holliday and paint him.
You're not even trying to understand.
No, I'm not. I'm going to report you to Marshal Earp.
Dr. Holliday returned?
Yeah, him and the marshal just come in. The Dutch should be here any minute. Hey, you shouldn't be wearing that.
Self-defense.
Hey, Greener, take off that gun before you hurt yourself.
I practice handling it.
I said take it off.
He don't know no better, Praskins.
All right, then I'll learn him. You're the dude that's been making trouble for the Jackson family. Lift up your hands.
No.
All right, then. Draw.
Drop it. Get his gun. Quick. Whenever you wing a man, you always get his gun away from him. He might kill you from the floor.
Good point to bear in mind. Isn't anybody going for a doctor?
I'll plug up the hole. A couple of your men can walk him over to McCarty's office. You have a clean handkerchief?
Oh, yes.
Who shot him? Leonardo da Vinci here. He drew a beautifully straight line to the brachial plexus.
I claim self-defense, Mr. Earp.
You didn't check your gun. Let's go. Doc, I want to see you over in my office.
Anything important?
Yeah. A wedding.
Hurley, what's wrong?
I had to hurt a man.
You shot him?
Didn't hurt him much. Clear case of self-defense.
Oh, darling, I don't blame you. I blame that horrible...
You folks ready for the ceremony?
Uncle George has hired some gunfighters to make trouble for us.
Gunfighters?
Yes, so we have to have the wedding right now and leave town.
It's the only sensible thing to do, Mr. Abbott.
You can't be fighting Miss Etta's own uncle and brothers.
No, I realize that now.
Good. Mr. Mayor, take over.
Now, Miss Etta, you stand a little here. Mr. Abbott, and Wyatt, you stand up with Mr. Abbott, and I'll stand here.
It's from Katie, Wyatt. She's sick again. I'll just have time to catch the stage.
Of course. Anything I can do?
You can ship me some clothes to Kansas City. I won't have a chance to pack.
I'm sorry, Doc. Ed and I are just going to...
I know, boy. Marry the girl, and then let them run you out of Dodge with a mob. The only artist the town ever had, mob. And you be sure it's done with lots of shooting, huh, Kelly?
Now just give Dick and me time enough to find Etta and start her back to the ranch. And shove that painter on the 6 o'clock train, alive or dead. Come on, Dick. Come on.
We'll follow along in a little while. And I now pronounce you man and wife as provided by the law of Kansas. Amen. Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
May I kiss the bride?
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, what's all this about mobs chasing this young fella out of Dodge?
Well, that's just some of Doc's joking, you know.
Well, I thought as much. I wish you both happiness.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Now, get married again in the church, my advice. See you later, Wyatt.
Is Hurley free to go now?
Yes, but I think you both better wait here until train time.
You mean we should hide behind your guns?
Hal? Mr. and Mrs. Abbott, I think you better wait inside there for a few minutes. Your Uncle George and one of the boys are arriving.
We'll stay right here and face them.
No. I'll do the talking first.
You looking for me? Etta and that painter fella. They run off?
No, sir.
Where's my sister?
I'm not hired to look after your sister. He's probably got both of them hid somewhere with Doc Holliday. Didn't I warn you, Earp?
That'll do.
What?
Stop shooting with your mouth. Now back off.
No, he means it. We'll soon have plenty help.
Where's Doc Holliday?
He left town. His missus took sick in Kansas City.
Well, that's a break. Here comes Dick and Uncle George.
We asked Earp, but he's covering for him.
Are you sure they didn't leave town with Doc Holliday? Man says Doc left for Kansas City.
Maybe that's a trick. We start asking questions. Somebody will talk.
Doc had no right to push this thing off on me. He wants the whole town to riot just so his unfunny humor will be like a joke in a graveyard.
Yeah, Dodge don't care if Abbott paints pictures or livery stables.
No. But the Jackson family's well connected here. I'm moving the bride and groom.
Where?
First station down the Santa Fe line. You go on inside there and tell them to get ready.
All right, now what is this, George?
We're looking for Etta and that fella Hurley Abbott.
Well, you're too late. I married him half an hour ago.
That's a lie.
Artists don't marry no girl.
And if they do, they got a couple of wives already. Now you tell us where they are.
At the jail, that's where. You go getting tough with Wyatt Earp, and Etta will be a bride with no family.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Let him go.
And at first I thought you were right, Mr. Earp. But now I've changed my mind.
Why should we be rushed out of town like criminals?
Mr. Abbott, I've stood off mobs when I didn't much care if I had to shoot the whole kit and caboodle of them. But I don't want to have to hurt your wife's kinfolk. They're wrong, but they've done nothing to deserve being mowed down by buckshot.
They're coming, Wyatt.
How close?
That close.
Take Mr. Abbott to his cell.
Just a minute, Marshal.
Look, they're not going to hurt her. Please. Now, you get out of here.
No. No, I'm staying.
All right, Earp, you got 1 minute. Get him out here.
Watch the window.
You are going to protect Hurley.
It's my job now, but I don't like it. Don't your brothers and your uncle mean anything to you?
Not when they come after Hurley with guns.
Look, you got a license, and you got a wedding ring. Hal? Bring Mr. Abbott out here. If things get too hot, we'll turn him over to her folks.
No, you won't. I'll talk to them.
Cover me.
Etta, honey, watch those triggers.
Uncle George, we've been secretly married for weeks.
Married? What if he's got other wives?
Well, he hasn't. But if you don't call them off, I'll say that I married a bigamist. I will. I'll yell it right out loud. I'll tell the biggest lie you ever heard.
All right, I'll call them off. But you've got to go with us to make it look good.
You promise not to shoot Hurley.
Of course not. No family scandal. All right, boys. We got our little girl back, and that painter man left town.
Get Mr. Abbott. You fellas going back on patrol. Make sure everything stays quiet.
Abbott?
Where is she?
She went with her folks.
You let them take her.
No, Mr. Abbott, she's taken them. Oh, don't you worry about it, though. She's going to meet you later. She told them that she'd been married for weeks.
What?
Yeah. And she said if they didn't call off the men, that she was going to spread the word around that you were a bigamist.
A bigamist?
Mm-hmm. I kind of thought the marriage license had had good effect, but, well, I never thought of calling you a bigamist. You know, so your wife saved a lot of people from getting killed today.
Bigamy? Why, Etta's the first girl I ever even kissed.
Oh, don't you ever admit that. No, sir, not even to Mrs. Abbott. No, sir, you're an artist. And, well, you can't disillusion people.
the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Where you been?
Earp caught Will Dade just outside of Dodge, threw him in jail.
Earp is sure sore about our getting those Indians. You reckon Dade'll talk?
No. But Tom Bates blew the whistle on us. Gave our names. Earp and Masterson made trails down here.
Well, if that's true, we better start for Texas.
Yeah.
We already have the Cheyennes and the Army on our tail roof.
I ain't worried about them. You think Earp would come in here with a big posse?
They say he seldom uses a posse.
Me, I vote for Texas, and we leave right now.
Hold it, Sammy. There's some fast guns in this camp. They'd like nothing better than to catch Earp out here in the brush.
He ain't foolish enough to ride down into the Forks alone.
And then again, maybe he is. What's the sense in running to Texas? We might miss a chance to bushwhack Earp. With a lot of friends to help us.
Ruth's got it figured, Sam.
Why, sure. Let Earp make the next move. If he comes snooping around here, we'll deal him the dead man's hand.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
4 notorious outlaws, known as the Dry Gulchers, murdered Wyatt Earp's Indian friend, Mr. Brother, and wounded Mr. Cousin, his other Indian friend, in an ambush. Marshal Earp vowed to bring all 4 of these hoodlums to justice. He quickly caught one Dry Gulcher, but the other 3 fled to an outlaw stronghold near the Cimarron River. Then Wyatt and Bat Masterson disagreed as to the best method of capturing the remaining 3.
Look, I know that hoodlum hideout they call the Forks. Grant and Lee couldn't pick a better defensive position. Get the Cheyenne. Get that army detachment. Get all our deputies and a big posse besides, and then you might stand a chance. Now, am I right or not? You know I'm right. You're just acting stubborn.
Look, there's no real evidence the Gulchers are hiding in that camp. Now, I might look pretty silly going down there with a whole lot of men, as you suggest.
Well, how are you going to look if the Gulchers are at the Forks?
I'd look pretty sharp.
Huh.
Now, Mr. Bates gave me a pretty good description of Averill, Wilson, and Prentice. I told Mr. Cousin I'd get all of them, and that's what I aim to do. Those Indians did a lot for me. I'm sorry they killed Mr. Brother. I'm glad that Mr. Cousin is still alive.
Wyatt, listen, it's plain suicide to go into the Forks, especially alone.
Well, it's got to be done. Goodbye, Mr. Masterson.
We're not burying you in the new cemetery. It's Boot Hill for you. They'll kill us both, you know that.
Well, I didn't invite you to the party.
No. But I've got to bring your remains back to Dodge. I owe you that much.
Well, that's mighty fine of you, Mr. Masterson. Thanks.
But if they get me too, it's going to be on your head. Young Wolf, the Army, and the Texas Rangers could run those hoodlums down. But oh no, you promised Mr. Cousin.
And Mr. Brother.
Uh-oh, the Army. Well, we get a break.
You let me do the talking.
Who are you men?
Howdy, Lieutenant.
I asked your names.
Well, my name is Earp, and this fellow's Masterson.
Earp Masterson. Take him down. You're cattlemen, I assume?
Yeah, we work for the Crazy D outfit.
Crazy D. In Texas?
Yeah.
Make a note of that, Sergeant. Do they look like any of the men we want? No, sir. The Gulchers wouldn't be eating out here on the trail in plain sight.
Gulchers, who's that?
4 desperados. They robbed an Indian Bureau train, killed one Indian and badly hurt another. The wagon train was carrying money and government mail. I don't suppose they'd know anything about it?
No, sir.
One question, men.
Fire away, Lieutenant.
Do either of you know the shortest trail to the Forks? It's somewhere near the Cimarron River.
Forks? Yeah.
It's about 15 miles, Lieutenant. Stay right on that trail there till you get to the cottonwoods at Sand Creek, and then you turn west.
Got that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, men. All right, let's move out. Forward! Ho!
You think they'll gallop all the way to New Mexico?
No. That sergeant will finally convince that shave-tail that he's been had.
Well, forward, Marshal. We attack the Forks within the hour.
You still got that soldier suit?
Right here. I was just thinking. Don't look like Earp's coming. We still got the soldiers and Indians after us. Sammy. Listen to this.
Yeah?
We've got to scatter again. Maybe it'd be a good idea for Dick to put on his soldier suit and join the army.
You mean start them after the Indians? Oh, I don't know, Rube.
It'd be easy. You've been in the cavalry. Just pretend you're from the agency with word that a pack of Cheyenne have jumped the reservation.
Slick idea, Roof. That'll get them both off our trail. Well, all right, but when do we join up again?
Over the line in Bracos.
And then we double back and dig up the money, eh?
That's it, but I...
Injun! Pack of Cheyenne heading toward us, about 8 miles south.
How many?
Looks like around 20.
Any of you boys here done anything to the Indians lately?
No.
Not me. And they can't be looking for anybody here. All right, relax. Reservation jumpers, I reckon.
No, probably. Relax, boys.
You ain't here.
Wyatt, I'm the one who should go in. Some hoodlum's bound to spot you. You've thrown too many of them in jail.
All right, I'll match you for it.
All right. You're matching me.
That's right.
What do you got?
Tails, I win.
All right, that's the deal. What's your story?
I tell him I'm a Texas lone wolfer running from the Rangers. Tell him I saw a cavalry detachment headed west and north of camp. They asked me about the wagon train holdup. I'm scared, aim to keep running.
Well, that's plausible. If you're not back in an hour, I'm going in.
You better make it an hour and a half.
No, 1 hour. Now go on, good luck.
Hey, soldiers on the New Mexico trail north of camp.
What are you telling us for?
Well, I don't like soldiers, friend. You like them, that's no skin off my nose. Hey, can I water my horse?
Help yourself, kid.
Thanks.
Dick. Ever see that kid before?
No.
No? Something don't smell right. Why would he ride right up and warn us about the soldiers?
Well, he saw we were going to quit camp, Rube. Come on, let's pull out of here.
No. Hold it right here.
Come on, get in the park.
You know that kid?
No, I've never seen him before.
Let's ask him some questions.
All right.
Lift him. Take his gun, Drango.
Roof here wants to ask you something, kid.
Go ahead.
You know Wyatt Earp or Bat Masterson?
I heard of him. Why?
Masterson's just about your age.
There's plenty of fellows just about my age. Look, I'm on the run. I saw a cavalry detachment on the trail, so I told him and his pals as a favor. What's the idea of getting tough?
Roof's on the run himself. He's a mite nervous, that's all.
Just do me a favor, Drango. Hold this kid for about an hour.
You calling me a John Law? Give me my gun.
That's enough. Hit the trail, Roof. I'll give the kid time to simmer down.
Thanks, Drango.
No gunfights in camp, son. Boys come here to rest their nerves.
Try to do a man a good turn and I get called a John Law.
Forget it, huh? Play a few hands of poker and then you can be on your way.
How about my gun?
Sure. We ain't scared of you. You know, I bet that quick temper of yours is what got you into trouble.
Yeah.
Tell the soldiers all about the Indians. As soon as you can slip away, meet us over at Fracos.
I'll try. Watch yourselves.
You better watch yourself.
See you later, Dick.
So long.
Everybody in?
Yeah.
King's full.
Beats my sailing.
Right. Well, I gotta be traveling.
I wouldn't go yet, kid. You've won a lot of money.
Never quit a big winner, kid. Stick around.
A couple more hands, then.
You lost, Trooper?
Well, sir, kind of. I'm trying to find Lieutenant Matthews' detachment. Got a message for him.
Well, he's traveling north and west. Tell you what, you take that trail there about 5 miles to the Big Rock, and, well, you either be there ahead of him or you'll run into him.
Thank you, sir. Thanks very much. Come on.
Good hand.
Gentlemen, that about cleans me out. Tell you, I'll donate this to the pot. That satisfy you?
I promised Roof you'd stay about an hour. You lack about 10 minutes, son.
Look, I'm not bothering about those fool gulchers.
What did you call them? Did you say gulchers?
That's what they are. I heard about them in Oklahoma. That could be just talk, Mr. Drango.
You talk too much, kid.
Oh, you gabby little squirts. What you been doing? I told you to meet me at the Muddy Springs an hour ago. Look what time it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gus. I was playing cards with these fellas here.
I ought to give you a good pistol whip, and that's what I'll do.
Oh, you just try it.
Shut up! No fighting in this camp. Well, he needs a good pistol whipping. I sprung him loose from a ranger lockup because it was kin to me. But he ain't nothing but a big-headed, sassy squid.
You two don't bring your troubles here. Now get on your horse and get.
Yes, sir. But you don't follow me, Gus.
Who needs to follow you? You go and get out of here.
Not you.
Well, that's thanks you get for helping kinfolk. I always plug that little squirt.
So did I. A couple of times. He's just a kid. Take a lot of patience.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they do. Well, excuse the disturbance.
Yeah.
I'll see.
You're quite an actor. Well, that was too close for comfort.
Pretty good yourself. Are any of the Gulchers there?
Yeah, all three of them. Prentice, the boss man, got suspicious of me.
I saw a young fella dressed in a cavalry uniform heading north and west. He's kind of raw-boned and dark-haired and about my height.
Yeah, he was there. Where'd he get the soldier suit?
Well, probably stole it. Let's try and catch that army outfit. He can't be too far away. Come on.
Right.
Dismount! 10-minute rest. This isn't anywhere near the Forks.
No, sir. I think we're on the wrong trail.
You mean those cattlemen lied to us?
Yes, sir. They could have been road agents themselves.
Then why didn't you say so?
The lieutenant is in command, sir.
Well, let's see where we are. We've ridden about 12 miles, almost due west.
Corporal Higgard, 2nd Cavalry reporting, sir.
Yes, Corporal.
Major Dunlap of Headquarters Command sent me to find you. A war party of Cheyenne have left the reservation. Headquarters has a report that they may be across the Cimarron.
Very well. My orders.
No written orders, sir.
Why not?
Well, Major Dunlap ain't an academy graduate, sir. He usually gives verbal orders.
He just said to tell you to find the engines and escort them back to the reservation. It's highly irregular. Takes me away from my mission. To arrest 4 robbers. Well, you'll have to wait. Sergeant?
Yes, sir?
We'd better move south to the Cimarron. Corporal, you familiar with these trails?
I know the shortest way to the river, sir.
Good. You'll act as guide. Attention! Prepare to mount. Mount!
Just on the right.
Yeah. We'll cut across that old buffalo stand.
Up! Stand ready. You're under arrest.
Take your hands off me. I'm in uniform and underarms.
You ain't underarms.
What's the meaning of this?
This man's wearing a stolen uniform and he's wanted for murder.
These men must be drunk, Lieutenant.
I don't drink. I'm Marshal Epp of Dodge City, and this is Sheriff Masterson.
Oh, indeed. These are the men that gave us the false direction, Sergeant.
Take your hands off Corporal Higgins.
My star, Lieutenant. I'm also U.S. Deputy Marshal.
Anyone can steal a star. I order you to release the corporal.
This man's a dry gulcher. I saw him with 2 of his friends in an outlaw camp at the Forks less than an hour ago, and he wasn't wearing a uniform then.
Sergeant, arrest these men.
I'll need help, sir.
No, you won't. We don't fight for the Army.
Even with a lieutenant like this one?
That's enough. Surrender your weapons.
On what charge?
Assaulting a soldier on duty would be my guess. Come on, give me your gun.
Wait till I write General Sherman about this. Would you be good enough to give me your name?
Lieutenant Gerald Matthey, if it's any of your business. Sergeant, take these men to the rear of the column. Corporal Higgins?
Yes, sir?
You'll continue to act as guide. My detachment is hunting a band of renegade Indians. If they resist us, you men will be moved out of range.
I suggest you move your men out of range, too.
What's that?
Young Wolf has twice as many guns. They'll slaughter you.
Take these men to the rear.
Squaw men, I'd guess. Indians must have sent them to slow us up.
We'll keep alert, Corporal. Take interval. Single file.
Pony soldiers have arrested our friends, Earp and Masterson.
And we take them from the soldiers?
Yes. What the job? Anja, what the job?
to the rear! Form lines of skirmishers! Dismount!
Weren't you ordered to take us out of range?
This is just a false alarm.
Young Wolf doesn't fire at soldiers for fun. He means it.
Young Wolf, then you were
Here he
serious.
comes.
Hey, you're prisoners.
Hold your fire. I am Young Wolf. Young Wolf, eh? And what are you doing off the reservation with a rifle?
I will speak to Marshal Earp and Sheriff Masterson. Pony soldiers take you.
Yes, but they made a mistake. The lieutenant is new. That's one of the dry gulches, that corporal.
No. All right, kill him now, Mr. Earp.
No. The law will hang him.
Sergeant, disarm this Indian.
Better not, sir.
What?
Young Wolf has enough men to whip us, otherwise he wouldn't have come into powwow. I was wrong in advising the lieutenant to arrest Mr. Earp and Mr. Masterson.
If these men are what they claim to be, they have no business being friendly with Indians. I am not intimidated by threat of Indian ambush. I order you to arrest this man.
Don't be a fool, Matthew. You let anybody lay hands on Young Wolf and you'll get a volley from Winchesters that'll knock out this whole column.
I'm in command here.
Before you do that, sir, listen to your sergeant.
The lieutenant is forgetting Corporal Higgins. I think you should put him in arrest and let Marshal Earp talk to Young Wolf.
Very well. Arrest Higgins.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Earp, you will talk to the Indian. You'll tell him that it's my duty to escort him and his men back to the reservation. I don't care what strength he has. I'll do my best to do my duty.
Yes, sir. And you're in real trouble, Young Wolf. You could cut this little outfit to pieces. But the Army'd send a half a regiment after you.
What about Gulcher?
Well, I think I can make a deal with the lieutenant. You agree to go back to the reservation, and he agrees to surrender that man to me.
Then you hang him. Mr. Brother's death must be repaid.
Well, not right now. I've already got one of them in jail. This one will make two. I want all four of them to hang. Mr. Brother was my friend. He was your blood brother. I don't forget that.
They'll all hang from the same gallows, Young Wolf.
I must watch.
Yes.
Good.
Wait here.
And if I'm not Corporal Higgins, who am I? Earp's got no evidence. He and his engine pals are trying to frame me.
We'll see. Yes?
Lieutenant, Young Wolf promises to return to the reservation if you'll surrender this fake corporal to me.
Have you any proof that he's a fake?
Sheriff Masterson identified him as being with two other gulches at the Forks.
It's his word against mine. I don't see any Indians. Young Wolf could be bluffing.
Young Wolf, the lieutenant would like to see your men.
Hee-haw! Tokomo! Tokomo!
If the lieutenant will ask for my opinion, sir, I'd say we'd all be dead in about 2 minutes.
I can estimate a military situation. Sergeant?
Yes, sir?
You'll escort the Indians home. Mr. Earp, I'll go with you and Corporal Higgins to Dodge. I think you have the wrong man. And I should be hearing from Major Dunlap of 2nd Cavalry Headquarters. This is just a waste of time. My original mission was to arrest the Gulchers, as you call them. They're in Texas by now.
Got two of them sitting there in a cell.
Dade won't like your Corporal Higgins much. Dade got a slug in his shoulder, but there ain't a scratch on that phony corporal.
I can't see why you peeved at the other fellas. As soon as I get out of here and join up with Sam and Ruth, we'll figure some way to spring you.
Sure you will.
You blame us because you did something wrong and got caught.
You got caught too, didn't you?
Yeah, but I played it smart. You see, there is a Corporal Higgins in the 2nd Cavalry. He's up north on scout duty. And I saw Major Dunlap in Bracos a couple of days ago on leave. By the time they get it all straightened out, I'll be out of here and on my way to meet the boys.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Never mind. Just forget it.
You figuring to rat on me?
What's it? You bust my shoulder!
I'm gonna bust more than that!
Help! Help!
You won't have that breath! Turn out!
Help!
Pull the door open. Now, why was he trying to kill you?
He ain't in the Army. His name is Dick Averill. He's a gulcher.
So are you and a rat! Well, that's two of them. I won't be satisfied until I get all four. Mr. Brother had expected.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
এইখানে গাড়ি থামা। আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Dạ. Khổng lồ, một khổng lồ cái gì đấy? Mở doan. Cảnh vệ. Thần dương, 2 thần dương vật ở nhau. 2 khổng lồ. À không. Cảnh vệ sư nhà rồi xong. Nhà tranh bài của tớ làm ơn đấy. Đâu đấy? Mày khỏe đấy nhở? Cứ chơi chứ. 14 lap nhanh nhẹn. Bớt 4 rồi à, 1.2 à? Dương ơi, đây chuyển cho tôi thú tượng với cả giáp máu ánh sáng, cái nào ánh sáng ngon hơn? Đây mà. Bình gì 200 lát về không đặt này 51 này 200 lát một cái được 200 lát không nhả nhớ rồi chạm tay rồi 19 nhớ là được 190 mà 200 lát của thầy ơi. Bớt 80 củ bớt được nữa ăn đét vậy rồi tao bớt được nữa xong rồi tao mới cút về kia bớt 5 ấy xong rồi mình cút về kia được. Bình chia lên nhà đã diễn ra bình rồi xong lên 9 nhà diễn xong rồi lên 9 xong rồi lên 9 thì nhận được xét và là bình full form. Rồi form này có nhắc được cái gì đâu what chứ sao không nhận được hắc ám kìa nhận được tử thần hắc ám chỉ có June thôi. Rồi anh sẽ bay một chỗ ác quỷ nhá. Mèo 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 không vậy thắng quay xóa được đầu ấy à 53 củ thêm mấy lát nữa nhiều request lại 200
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
hai trăm láp bình perfect 2 lần giáo em chợ xử lý cái chứ cho ngay cái con tàu heo 210 láp 42 tỷ 2 triệu một lần có chờ nhầm ôi không còn 100 để bớt 6 15 cái lại sửa binh chỉ linh ấy bay binh chỉ linh điên chương 8 rồi. Làm chi? Một cây đai máu nữa, sử dụng làm cái giáp máu à? Đây hả? Một bên. Anh không có như em nghĩ. Phải đấy. Nhưng mà xếp sai bên khác, bạn xếp bên là thắng. Mẹ nói chuyện. Đấy, bú được 2 mạng nữa. Chỉ cái này 33 triệu start rồi. Tiền cả ấy chứ. Ngon, vừa lên 8 mất và 8 đủ gì. Có ra xét này. Không muốn đâu. Cái này chọn hơn đấy. Ra xin ra rồi. Ngon này. Sắp tiền lên 30 tiền nữa nhanh không? Cái là xong giao chim là đủ tiền. Còn cái thằng nhảy đã gì đó quên. Sao được mình? Nó lại bao nhiêu đang ngoài mắt, ngoài anh là thầm trong mắt rồi, có nguy không? Anh em tôi. Anh biết nguy sao? Mà lắm mắt người ta sao? Về xuống. Và lắp con sinh ra và xong là 57 nghìn. Sinh viên con thấy có ăn đâu. Còn bà sinh viên cũng xanh rồi. Quỷ à, mới thua. Thì ai cái đánh hay đấy.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên chia link Metro của anh sẽ bay tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, để tự lại. Anh sẽ hiện một chút, mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để 50 củ để roll tiếp lên chiến sĩ nhất. Ê, nếu lái được thẳng quá, chôn mua. Lái thẳng rồi. Chi xong rồi phải không? Mày hù tỏ. Đùa, mày đùa. Thôi, kệ kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển trước tăng chiều mày. Cách xa sửa binh nhé. Ok,
ra được 3 cộng 47 trừ không? Cộng 3,17 nhân trừ 20%. Rồi tầm chơi động 20%. Đây là nạp chút năng lượng cho qua bản thân. Vậy thì 127 triệu của mình. 127 triệu phép à? Đây chơi lên đây đuổi 2 cái màu vàng rồi xong bay cao như thầy mình phéo vậy. Xếp thằng này quỷ à, ác quỷ vô ba đùa tao cái này rất là tuyệt rồi dọc rồi chết rồi đi kìa 2 phút hơn của pháo mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Mạnh đùa tao thế mà không được làm nào rồi không báo bao nhiêu rồi đấy ngã chéo mà thế mà không được 26 lap rồi.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যে আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না আমি জানতাম, শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায় সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
U Linh không? U Linh gì? Bật lên. Để một định mệnh nữa binh ấy. Tôi nhờ thằng này đi mày xong đấu rồi sao? Nó chấm. Lên đây, lên. Thầy chỉnh thầy xóa gì? Thôi đi, đừng có ai bận tâm. Rồi, 26 lap với 86 năng lượng, 86 triệu năng lượng. Nào. Tại cắm đông rất nhiều quá ấy. Rồi đi. Uầy, cũng năng lượng vàng ấy. Tụi tôi bước đi. Cũng năng vàng ấy. Binh vậy 90 rồi. Tím này. Uầy, mấy cục tím nhỉ. Sao tự nhiên ra một đống năng lượng tím nhỉ? Bình chi linh ô thua nhà này thua nguyên nhà. What the hell chôn đầu. What the fast luôn đấy. Hồi chấm kiếm đi thầy ơi, kiếm hết kiếm này. Ảo nhỉ? Được chứ. Đã khuya rồi mà sao anh vẫn Khuya rồi. Rồi 33 tiền à, cần 50 tiền đấy, cần một lần 50 tiền, xong về lại kiếm tiền revert, cho revert lên 10, xong rồi 10x lần tốc độ, xong rồi thẻ bạn lấy tiếp. Đúng là bản kế hoạch tương lai. Thế á, giờ phải mở ra Legendary của cái 50 củ sữa đinh luôn đấy. Lôi chưa? Lôi 27 lát à? Ui, mấy cái gì? Không ít. Vậy này sao yếu nhỉ? Tôi ở đánh nhau quá 19 độ thôi. Chứ làm gì? Ơ giờ được chưa? Gì chưa? Về 1.36 nữa. Nó chỉ còn quay à? Rồi, let's go boy, làm việc của mình đi chàng trai. Ui, sao dám việc nổ xoay bài vậy, bài đánh ngu quá. Đến không? Đến cho qua tao. Bình chi bình chỉ lên. Giật thế nhỉ? Bình cái xe này xoay tròn bị giật trên xe. Chứ tại pet nặng quá. Uầy, thần rừng hắc ám thần rừng à? Thằng này một bài nó trôn vậy. Sao mà đánh cái gì đấy? Đánh U Linh cái gì sử hiền giá này. Ra hắc ám thần rừng đánh U Linh hiền giá. Hay. Nice boy. Nice boy không? Nice boy nước rửa tay. Vệ sinh khử khuẩn hàng đầu số 1 Việt Nam. Power reset in 1 minute and 50. Yes, 50. Tốt. Ui rồi 39 mà. Đây rồi. Ngày 10 mà nữa. Thần tài đến. Rồi cái để cho nó tự perfect phát đầu cái. Sau đấy là mình không cần bắn mà. Tê yo. I'm choices. Làm đã không nhanh nhở. Có thể không? What? Fast. Rồi đến là tài chính. Thank you for waiting. Thanks for waiting. Ok, đây rồi. Sự vừa chính ấy. Thằng nhìn chiêu vậy. Mệt mỗi thầy à. Thằng chiêu. Perfect. Hai lần này, 20%. 30% nhé. Lệch này. Lỗi thầy. 3 lần 30%. 40 lần 40%. 40%. Perfect. Cộng bao nhiêu đây? 50%. Bình. Làm gái xinh tươi. Rồi phải nhận năng lượng này. Rồi năng vàng này, bình. Cái 80 ấy, anh chuẩn bình. Thua hoài vậy. 74 máu rồi. Ô lõi đâu? Đéo hiểu Azit ạ. Yes. Cút. Bay nào. Quả đầu tiên thì cứ tự động bay thôi em ơi. Còn đâu còn lại là để thầy chỉnh. Binh chia linh. Thử tốc độ ấy. Thằng kia không bay à? Bay đi cháu. Bơi theo cái đít của thầy đi. Please I'm new. Good biết please. Phải chưa? Thằng lò bù làm mau hay xin cái gì? Tên là gamer xin. Vì bớt 4 lần, game 41. Công người mới chơi thật. Sẽ thắng đầu tiên à? Sau 5 trận thua thì đâu có trận thắng đầu tiên. À. Chuẩn không? Như nào có đam ấy. Thread không chết được. Thắng, mày đi. Trận thắng đầu tiên. Big trời ơi, từ phải big nhé. Với cộng 50% này chắc là nhót được 10%. Đâu được. Biết rồi, sao này mới đâu được. Rồi 10% nữa. Tên là em muốn về đâu. Giáp vai Nguyệt Thần phân tách. Rồi Nguyệt Thần đi. Rồi như chèo thuyền không bằng ấy. Lái xe như chèo thuyền không bằng. Đi đi. Chuẩn không thầy? Đi. Chuẩn không thầy ơi? Binh xin lên không? Mai từ bật nhạc này. Khoan, perfect à? Bình để cho cút. Từ xong nó lát mày ra xong rồi vào bật này nhá. Đó, từ phong tỏa này. Đây. Rồi xài khỏe đấy. Perfect. Ngon. Xin lát kìa. Mày thách thức thầy. Vua cân bằng. Mày vua cân bằng. Quỷ cân bằng. Quỷ không được á, quả thằng em được chôn nào. Rồi một cân bằng nữa. Sao bao nhiêu đấy? Có bao nhiêu? 25 lap. Bao nhiêu cơ? Sao không? Từ thay bộ cái này. Thì quay chay. Đâu rồi 50 pha đông nhắc. Con số gì đây? Thần thái đen thắp hương trên mọi nhà. Ôi rồi ôi. Tâm mình. Rồi lại công cuộc cày tiền lớn. Cầm mình có trốn không dư 8.000. Không mong tắc kìa. Chen left à? Ôi không được á. Tí tẹo. Chuyện ở ngoài thầy ơi. Chịu ơi, thua hết này, lõi nữa đâu. Đéo nữa, đéo đánh rồi. Chôn nó luôn, chôn vãi thằng gì à? Chôn nó lìn. Giống nào chôn. Mày chết 6 thầy ơi. Chỉnh đông vậy. Rồi ăn. Nhéo ăn ạ. Chôn tàu. Không được perfect. Không lên đỉnh à? Chôn vậy. Chôn. Cũng muốn có được nhiều lần perfect landing. Của còn đâu tâm nhà thêm năng lượng đi, thực ra yếu ấy. Ba cụ à. Không cần anh dạ, nếu không cần anh dạ, nếu không cần anh ta la. Go béo. Go béo. Go béo. Tấm giáp và đéo gì rồi. Chữa thêm. Ây trời ơi. Ở chấm. Ngoài cái chiều dài không tiền. Cái lỗ đó củ nó mau